Hello, my name's Pickard, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make little pink elephants. Now once you've made these little elephants, you can put them into all different scenes. You could have a little happy couple to go on top of a celebration cake, or you could even have drunk pink elephants all over a cake with champagne glasses and streamers. Now to make these models in perfect proportion, you need to have my unique guide to sizes. This little chart can be found in all my books and my DVDs, and it shows you the size of each part of the model so it ends up in perfect proportion. Let me show you how it works. If you were making an elephant and I said to you the body was size A, you hold your ball of icing over circle A, and if it fits roughly, it's the right size. Shape it into a cone. Now let me show you how to make a cone. You put your ball of icing in your hand, put your other hand on top of it and close one side, and that's the shape you make. And then when you roll backwards and forwards, you must feel this side of your hands rubbing together and you will get a cone shape, and that's the shape for the body. Now you can put that sitting up there, or if you wish you can make your elephant in a different position. So you could perhaps have a drunk elephant lying on his back, and there's one sitting up, a sober one. Now we need two little balls for the feet. The feet are going to be size G for the little elephant, and all I'm going to do is just squash them on like that, and they will stick by themselves. I'm using sugar paste, sometimes called roll-out icing, and you can often get this ready coloured in pinks and yellows, reds, or just colour it yourself. But if you colour it yourself, use paste colours, not powder colours, because powder colours go grainy and paste colours mix in better and they're stronger. Two little balls size F, they go on the large elephant. Now make each bit as you need it. Don't make them all in advance because they will start to skin, they'll go hard, and then when you come to stick them on they won't stick. But if you find that you come to put an arm on and the arm doesn't stay by itself, all you need to do is brush a little bit of water just there and that will stick on. Now that is an arm shape. It's a ball of icing and I've made it into a cone shape, teardrop shape, about 1 inch, 3 centimetres long. You stick one side of your little elephant and one the other side. So let's give some to our little elephant down here on his back. Same method, long cone, about 1 inch long, one there, and let's put the other one in a different position. So the other one is going out to the side like that. Looks a bit more interesting than having both the arms in the same position. Now we're going to make the head. And the head is a size D. Hold your ball over circle D. Shape it into a pear shape. So that's the shape you want to start with, that's a pear shape. Turn it the other way up. And that way you get a fat part at the top and a thin part lower down. There we are. So you make that shape there with your elephant's head, and you want to stick that onto the body. But it is a good idea to use a piece of raw spaghetti, and that raw spaghetti will hold it there in place and stop it falling off. So let's pop that on there and bend its little trunk up. Let's do the same for the other one. Now this one, because he's smaller, his head is going to be a small D, so you want a little bit smaller than that circle number D. Pop on there. He doesn't need spaghetti because he's lying down, his head isn't going to fall off. So at that stage your elephants have got their little heads. I'm now going to mark a hole at the end of this trunk by sticking in this pointed tool. This is a PME number 9 tool, and this is a tool that I use for all my modelling. Make a hole at the end of those trunks, and then it looks quite nice if you make little lines down that elephant's nose, and again on this one just push it down, do them, push it back up again afterwards. Now I'm going to show you how to make an ear. And if you make an ear, the big elephant, you want it to be size E. It's very big. That's the size, and I'll show you the shape. You have a ball of icing, you squash it. You have a ball of icing, you squash it, and you pinch it, and that is the perfect ear shape. If I just leave those along there, you can see the 3 different shapes that you need to make. So size E, that's a little bit tiny, so add a bit more to it. Check everything on your guide to sizes. And of course, if you want to make models in anything else, you don't have to use sugar paste. You could use air drying clay, you could use Fimo, you could use salt dough. Just increase or decrease the size of this chart and everything will still be in proportion. Pinch, pinch. Now these ears need to go into holes. They are very big, so the holes have to be very big, and you put them in the side of the heads. There we are, huge, huge hole. You pick up your ear, you pop it in there, and there you have your ears in. If your ear won't stay in the hole is not large enough. You have to make it bigger. Don't make the ear smaller, because I've worked out the size already for you. You know the ear is the right size. So let's do this little one now. So he's going to have, again, huge, huge holes each side of his head. His ears are a little bit smaller because he's a smaller elephant, so they are a small E. Pinch. Squash. Pinch. One goes in there. One goes in there. Push in, always do that push in just to make sure they stay. And there you have your two little elephants. Right, let's do their eyes. Now to do their eyes, you need black paste colour on the tip of a cocktail stick. But you do want to do friendly eyes, so don't do them in dots, because dot eyes look mean. Do them long eyes. So just resting backwards. And he looks great if you just give him two tiny little eyebrows as well. This one the same again. Two long eyes. And two tiny little eyebrows. And I'm going to show you how to finish this cake. I no longer need my guide to sizes because I've made my models. I've got a little cake here. This has been decorated with a sparkly effect. And if I put one of my little elephants on top of there, and I put the other little elephant down on the board, that's a great design, but all we need to do now is just add a few accessories. There we have a little champagne glass, and you can get something called piping gel, which is really, really good. And I'm just going to put some of this in. If you want to use a watery effect, or you want to do a lake where you want something to look like it's champagne, if I just put a little bit of that in there, squish it down so it looks like the glass is full. So I'm squashing it down to the bottom and then pushing it all the way up to the top. And it looks all bubbly, so it looks like champagne. And then a paper ribbon, little streamer, drape that across your cake, and you've got a fantastic party scene with drunk pink elephants.